This is not the first time it's happened, but it's unbelievably stupid behavior. A steel barrier in the road and a chain that they've torn out of the ground in order to go down there, right? It's not a substantial chain or posts, but it's there to give a very clear impression that you're not allowed to drive down there.
Yeah.
The house rules also say you're not allowed to drive down there.
Okay.
It says that if you do drive down there, there are penalties.
Okay.
Right? So clearly they've torn them out of the ground. They're still laying here. At least I see two of them. Yeah, there was only two. Don't see the chain. I guess the chain is somewhere. So do you know who Molly is?
No.
So Molly is the renter. She's responsible for the behavior of anyone else that stays here.
I have no clue who
And
it is.
do you know if they've left yet, or are they still in the house?
No, my son and one of the friends is still down in there.
All right, because the rental was rented to a lady called Molly that described herself as her and her two children were staying here. On the cameras last night, there were 7 teenage kids.
Okay.
And at 2:30 a.m., 5 more arrived. So there are fairly severe penalties for that kind of thing. Right? So I'll work it out with it. It's not you. You're just the father of one of the kids, right?
Yeah.
But Molly, whoever Molly is, and then of course this is, typical drunk teenage kids. I mean, why would your son tear that barrier out of the ground and drive down here?
I don't know if he tore it up or...
Well, it was sure as hell was there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I was here cleaning the house before they checked in.
I don't know who tore it down.
You mean it could have been one of his friends that was with him?
Could have been.
But it's unlikely that he was unaware. Right?
Yeah, that's what I asked him. I said, I did ask him, I said, was these posts up? And he said, no, when I come down here, so I don't know if he tore them up or friends tore them up or who tore it up.
Well, and not only, I mean, it gets worse, right? What kind of idiot would drive down there?
He didn't drive down there.
He slid down there?
Yeah, he slid. He got to right there. You can see where he went to turn, and he couldn't get between that rock and tree, he said. So he went to back up, and his front end slid down that way.
And then his rear end followed his front end?
Well, when it slid...
I guess he tried to...
He said he tried to back up, and it kept sliding down.
So this is a walking trail. That's why there's barriers. Right? So there's damage here to the road that's got to be fixed.
That's just a rake.
Oh, sure, but it's not me that has to do it, right?
Well,
Somebody
I can
else.
do that.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you can. Maybe that's something that your son needs to do with his friend.
Well, yeah, I would make sure he done it.
It would be fair to do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Is when the tow truck gets down here and he pulls it out, then whatever damage the tow truck's done and whatever he does, he needs to hang around and fix it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't have any tools with me. I might have something. I don't know what that trash is doing over the top of the hill there, but it doesn't look... I guess the wind blew something. So while you're here, and I know it's not your fault, but let's go take a look and let's go knock on the door and talk to whoever's here. Record you, because Molly's in a lot of trouble. Not you, but Molly is the person responsible for the booking. So who did you say Molly was?
Jackson's mother.
Jason's mother? And this isn't Jason?
It's Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
All right, so did you stay here last night?
Yes, sir.
How many people stayed here last night?
3.
3.
Yeah.
So Molly and 2 other people?
No, sir.
So who was it
It
that
was me
stayed?
and him and one of our friends.
So Molly didn't even stay here.
No, sir.
So that's what's called, in Airbnb terms, a third-party booking,
Yes, sir.
which is not allowed. Because if the person that books it isn't staying, then anyone that's staying can say that they're not aware of the house rules and do whatever the hell they want. Molly is, though, still responsible.
Yes, sir.
So do you have Molly's phone number?
No, I do not.
Right, and I'll see if the one that's in the system is the correct one. So you 2 stayed and one other person stayed, but there was 3 people that stayed.
Yes.
What time did all of the others leave?
They left at 7:30. That's what time we went and fished.
No, at 2:30 a.m.
Oh, 2:30.
I have a picture of 6 people arriving in the driveway.
I don't know. I was upstairs half the time.
So you were already asleep upstairs?
Yeah, I was asleep around like 1:30.
Right. So 2:30 a.m. 6 people arrive in the driveway. 2 vehicles, 6 people.
I didn't know that.
At 11, 12, 1 a.m. before you went to bed,
Yeah.
6 or 7 people milling around on the deck, etc.
Yes, sir.
So all those people left. When would you guess they left?
12 maybe. I wasn't outside.
And then a whole bunch of more people arrived, or do you think the same people came back?
I have no clue.
Right. But anyway, I mean, this is sufficient. It's not your fault. You're not being recorded because you're in trouble, except, of course, you've done some stupid things.
Yes, sir.
Right, but this person, Molly, is. Well, this is tow truck number 3 with a different technique. He says it will not be a problem, so I think that's awesome if it's not. And his plan, of course, is to winch it up onto solid ground and then pull it out. I'll be impressed. Different technique to the last guy. I'll tell you what, I had given the prior tow truck driver too much credit. I think this guy is actually doing better than the previous guy. He knew where to anchor himself and winched it straight out of a big hole in the ground. And looks like he's going to be successfully towing it up the road. So that's all good news. 4-wheel drive truck should be okay. Now it's on the stone. And that, of course, should be the end of the truck river removal. So how you feeling right now?
I don't know.
That looks like I feel just fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. And how old are you?
16 today.
Right. How good of an idea was this?
I get it all.
Not good at all. And do you think there might be consequences? Do you think there might be consequences? You don't know. I think there might be.
Sam, let me get my name. That's my motto.
One shot.
What do you have to?
That's all I got.
You need that. It's in Nathaniel. Don't pass it to CJ.
Why?
He can't drink.
Nigga,
He can
drink.
Don't drink.
CJ.
You got some shit. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Have a tiny bit, CJ.
We can tell.
Uh-oh.
Down there, CJ.
What the?
Bro.
They'll give CJ infinite shots. Like that. They're wrong for that.
Wait, who got a cheese?
Hey, you better put that shit up. You better hide that shit.
Did you see
That shit look like
They're wrong for that.